The Athlete Place is an online platform creating guidance and information for athletes and their parents in track and field and athletics. Initially it took a focus on mental health in athletes, but then I later realised that there was so much more to well-being than just mental health. It's very easy to get lost in the journey and the process of sport. It's easy to focus on the wrong things and to be driven by external validation and external achievement. And for me, I kind of forgot to balance things. Life, sport, kind of education, I didn't get that balance right, which led me to being all or nothing in my sport. And that really took a downward spiral in the start of January 2020. I fell out of love with the sport despite being in PB shape. I ran a PB in my last ever competition, and then 2 weeks later I left my training group and didn't step foot on a track for 10 months. Going from there, it fell apart, but all down to my own doing and not having the correct support around me.
I was particularly enamoured and drawn to the innovation of the platform. My own experience, I have 3 teenage children. 2 of them are involved in sport at a community level, and they will no doubt face similar challenges. So as a parent, I want to know how best I can support them through those sometimes difficult periods to come out the other side as senior participants or senior performers, whatever their ability will take them.
So the parental support side of the Athlete Place focuses on parental support and guidance for other athlete parents, using peer-to-peer support to eliminate the trial and error nature of actually raising an athlete. It's a very known fact that there is no one-size-fits-all to raising an athlete, let alone an athlete child. And if you can actually use the peer-to-peer support from other parents and from those that have actually been through it themselves, then that's going to make a real difference. We know that parents are always, more likely than not, the athlete's #1 supporters. But if they're not getting correct support and guidance for themselves, then how do they expect to give the correct support and guidance to their athlete, who they're supposed to be looking after and guiding on their path of sport and in life?
I just think that young people these days need to be encouraged in some cases to know that it's okay not to be okay. And I think we've got a responsibility to create an environment and a culture and a safe space to allow people to flourish and bring their best.
I think athletes need to realise that perhaps you are an athlete, but also you're a person. The people have emotions and they need to look after their emotions and deal with those first. And then ultimately you'll perform better as an athlete regardless.